Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. It is Tuesday, the 7th of June, the day before World Book Jim's birthday again. I just realized something really dumb, and I did it in the middle of the night that I realized that I did something really dumb. I spent a considerable amount of time yesterday, and in fact, leading up to yesterday, talking about, man, I love the fact that Monday, the 6th of June, that is the 3.5 year mark since I've been podcast. It's 3 years, 5 months. Wow. What a dipshit. I've done this before. This is not a first-time extravaganza. This is, what a fucking clown I am. Cannot believe how dumb I am. Seriously. Yes, it is completely 3 years, 5 months, 1 day now that I've been podcasting. God. All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm just dumb, bad at math, I guess. Sometimes I think I'm okay at math, but I just lost sight, I guess. I don't have any excuse. I'm actually getting embarrassed and warm right now. This needs to come off, so I don't sweat my face off. Yesterday, wow, I tell you what. I had a lot of challenges that were coming my way yesterday, and let me start with this one. I've got Throat/Dale running around the house telling me about how he's going his power washing job. Him and his lovely better half, Sarah, are power washing the house. And I'm like, just no messing around. I don't want to hear about random sex acts from my neighbors, I mean, seriously. But, oh, yeah, we're going to do this, got to do that. And I go, yeah, okay, blast away. And when it comes to the front of this house, the trim, we're going to be repainting it real soon. So go ahead and blast off as much paint as you can. All right, I got it, Zane. I'll do it. Okay, sounds good, buddy. I'm going to go take the dogs for a walk. This is where it got wonky. I was attacked again by an insect. This has happened before when the insect flew into my ear in Tennessee. I mean, it was devastating. This one, though, not my ear, my eye. Now, who hasn't had that happen? But I've got 4 dogs. I'm walking 4 dogs. And it flies into my eye. And then, now, I don't know if it flew in my eye and stuck in my eye meat or just hit the eye and bounced out. By the time I got home and looked at the eye, there was no creature inside of the eye. So I got that going for me. But from the moment the thing hit my eye, I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. What the? So I'm like, I'm trying to like blink it out. They always say, don't rub your eye or it'll work its way to your brain or something like that. I don't know what this creature had on it that made it so devastating, but I had to turn around and walk back. I mean, I was probably 400 yards from the house, 4 dogs. They're all pulling me in each. It's hard to walk these damn dogs, let alone when it feels like a 2x4 of lumber in your eye. It's like, what the fuck, man? And I'm trying to, I'm going to take out my phone and reverse the camera and look into my eye, but then I realize that I can't see things close up anyway, so I'm not going to, this is stupid. Plus with 4 dogs, not like I'm going to be able to hold it still. So I just decide to walk back to the house with like one eye closed, like fucking Popeye. So I'm like, I have an easier time closing my right eye than I do my left eye, but I'm walking down the street as best I can. I'm keeping the eye closed, and it's extremely painful, and it starts burning. Like, it it feels like there's something in my eye too. It's burning. So at this point, I'm like, the bug is still in there, and he's burrowing into my eye meat. That's what's happening right now. And it's a sensation I'd never felt before. Last time I felt that uncomfortable was when I was fucking in Tennessee, and the thing was burrowed in my ear at Cades Cove. Shit. So all I can picture is this thing just digging its insect claws and insect teeth into the white part of my eye. And it's hitting in waves. So it's just, I'm trying to walk down the street and not get hit by a car. Dogs are pulling me in 4 directions. My eye is burning like hell, and I can barely see because I've got one eye closed and the other one's kind of half squinting in order to keep the other one closed. So I bet that looked hilarious. Finally get back home. Rush into the bathroom as best I could. Nothing. Not a damn thing in the eye. And I'm guessing it just hit the eye, and it had some type of property that when God made that bug, he said, look, in order to defend, I'm going to make it so if anything touches you, it was like, some type of defense mechanism on it. I don't know. Some type of chemical on the bug. But all I know is my eye was on fucking fire. So I'm putting water on the eye. It doesn't do anything. It took about 1 hour for the eye to stop burning. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It's ridiculous. It's the kind of day it was yesterday. All sorts of things slowing me down. More on that in a second. This show happens each and every weekday at about this same time from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. That is this place right here. Thank you to Baldwin Ace Hardware for being part of the show. If you ever want to reach me, if you have a comment on something that I'm talking about, best thing to do is send me an email. Eric@ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Otherwise, speak now or forever hold your peace. Isn't that what people say at the weddings? So thank you so much for being part of it. I've got an audience on Twitch, as you know. I've got an audience on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. For Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, I'm going to cut you loose in a little bit here. That's why you got to follow the show on Twitch. I don't know what that is. I'm old. It's just another place for you to get the show. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. When I cut you loose, I'll give you more specific details, but this is easy. I know you can do this. And as always, download the audio podcast wherever you get podcasts. Just search Eric Zane Show Podcast, and you're good to go. I guess there's a publication called Blabbermouth that follows heavy metal music or whatever. Pretty big following on Blabbermouth. It was Arena Nick who tipped me off that Blabbermouth picked up my interview with Corey Taylor from Slipknot and shared it with the world. That was very, very kind. They actually quoted, they said, Corey Taylor was on the Eric Zane Show podcast. I'm like, oh, yes. Fantastic. Thank you. That was cool. Boy, that guy he was a nice dude. Corey Taylor. Really, really great guy. I went ahead and, again, tried to listen to his music. And I like his cover songs. I'll give him that. But the actual music of Slipknot, some Stone Sour songs I actually found to be, all right, yeah, I can handle that. But I just can't do it. I've tried. Fuck. I also interviewed Waylon. Well, Mitch and Phil from Waylon, and I posted it on my Facebook, and have the audio available on my wherever you download the podcast. Always a good time. They have a remarkable story about how they connected with their new drummer, a guy by the name of Kai Chambers, this dude from Australia. And it's really a great story how this all happened. You can catch that if you want. We've got Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer trivia today. Dale is going to take on, who is he playing? Oh, Randall. At 10:30. So, yeah, Dale at the house power washing. If you haven't yet reached out to Dale to get the house power washed, he really does a hell of a job. He's got this device, this tool that scrubs the cement. He's holding it. It's like a lawnmower, and it's these power jets just, oh, my God, does an amazing job on the cement. It looks like newly poured concrete. He also blasted the front of the house and got all the paint off that Kyle is supposed to paint, exposed all the rotting wood. Man, this house needs some TLC. And that was never more evident than when I was in this room, and then I hear what sounds like the power washer on the roof. And I guess Dale saw something, and I've seen it before, but out of sight, out of mind. I don't see it that often. So I had no idea how bad it was. I go walking out the back door because he texts me and says, "Come here, I got to show you something." And out the back door, and there's moss everywhere on the patio area out the back door. And I'm like, what the fuck happened here? I had so much thick moss growing on the roof. And he didn't get all of it, but he got like what amounted to like a gigantic green carpet on the roof of our house. And he goes, yeah, I don't want to do Dale voice, but he says, this is destroying your roof. I go, yeah, I mean, you can't just leave it there. Isn't that like better insulation? He goes, no, that's growing. There's like a root system growing in the shingles that's going to continue to deteriorate your roof. You need to get rid of all of this. I got rid of all the big chunks, and there's shit everywhere. And it looked like a bomb went off. Green and black because the soil that... How does this even fucking happen anyway? How the hell is it that the roof of your house becomes like a terrarium, you know? With moss growing on the roof. How does it even start? Someone walk me through this process. How does moss grow on your roof? I mean, because the organic material has to get on the roof, right? Is it all just like pollen and, you know, birds dropping seeds or some shit? My God. You ever see like videos of like how long it would take nature to overtake something if you don't keep up, you know, cutting the weeds and getting the moss off the roof? It doesn't take long. And nature just takes it all back. It's just a constant cycle of beating back the attack by Mother Nature. Well, anyway, he goes, oh, yeah, the gutters are full of shit, and they were. So he took care of that for me. And then so he gets all this moss off, and he goes, you got to get the rest of this off. You see all that over there? I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, that's all going to come off. I go, well, I don't have a power washer. He goes, you don't need one. I go, well, what the fuck do I do? He goes, he recommends a product. What the fuck was it called? Wet and Forget, which sounds like a porno. Wet it and forget it or something like that. And you buy this shit, and you put it on the end of your hose, and you spray it on your roof, and just leave it alone, and then it all just dies off. And he goes, you're going to need about 5 bottles. 5 bottles, and you're going to need more than one ladder. I go, fuck. So the house goes straight up. And so he goes, you got to get a ladder, you get up there, bring another ladder there, and get up there, and then bring another ladder there to get over there. And I go, oh, fuck, man, are you serious? I go, I don't do ladders, man. Zaniac Lisa, her husband, you know, he tried this shit, and he fell off, and he was hanging there. He was like going to die. His leg broke in like 8,000 pieces. I'm like, I don't know, man. Ladders and the Eric Zane Show podcast family, my dad. So I'm like, okay, I guess I got to do this. So add that to the stack of shit that has to get done. And he goes, yeah, if you let it go like this, a lot of people, you know, you could go up there with a power washer and get it all off. He goes, but that, you know, that takes off some of the shingles. That shortens the life of the shingles. And I'm like, you know, quit knowing shit. Why can't we just, you know, He goes, well, you can do it any way you want, but it's you pay $50 for a few bottles of this shit is one thing, but or you can just spend however much it costs for a new roof. I'm gonna save you some money, Zane. I was like, all right, buddy. So I don't know if you're like me, you got green shit all over your roof. You got to get that off, I guess. So Dale gave me everything in my house is green. The roof is green. The pool is green. So this pool is the bane of my existence. And about a week and a half ago, we took the cover off the damn thing. And so then I bought all this liquid chlorine and chlorinated the pool. And the pool went from green to not green. It's pool colored, but there's still a whole bunch of shit at the bottom of it. It's clear. So because I didn't get that shit off the bottom of the pool, I haven't lifted one finger to get this pool clean, and it's something that I absolutely have to do by Thursday because the Queen of the Forest will be home, and then I'm fucked if the pool is still looking like shit. She's going to want to use the pool. Now, I don't ever go in the damn thing, but she shows up there with all her divorced friends, and they sit around and talk about dick. And they drink White Claws and get hammered and go in the pool, and then I sit there and clean the pool. It's not a bad problem to have, you think about it. So I got to have this shit done. And so at one point today, or yesterday, there's green moss all over the pool deck, and then the pool itself is green as hell. So, oh my God. So I basically put all these chemicals in it for nothing, and then I didn't clean it up. It turned green again. You got to get that shit out of there. If there's any algae in it, it's going to multiply quickly, and it did, and now I'm back to square one, so I got to go to the store today, buy more chlorine, put it in there, and then start all over. Now, you might think I'm foolish. The Cars. Rick Ocasek. Dead. Didn't he hate his wife when he died? He left her with nothing. Did you hear that story? Rick Ocasek from the Cars. My best friend's girlfriend. Great album. The one where the chick's eating the steering wheel. He died. He was married to that supermodel. What's her name? Kathy Ireland. What the fuck? Melania Trump. What is she? Supermodel. Paulina something. Paulina how do you say it? Poritskova or something like that? Anyway. Died. She goes, oh God, I'm so sad you're dead. It wasn't the best of times, but we did have some good times. I'm just so sad you're gone. Let's read the will. I leave nothing to my wife. Ah, fucking asshole. How did I get to there? ADHD running wild. All right, so I got to clean this damn pool. And since the Queen of the Forest left, what happened was the laundry room was full of dirty laundry, and I did every bit of it. And so if you're like me, you pull the laundry out of the dryer, and then you set it on a counter or in a basket, and then you don't fold it. That's the way it goes here. And then so all the laundry is clean, but it's stacked up everywhere in the laundry room. It's literally piles of clean clothing. And they need to get folded. So that's one of the 8 million things I have to do. Clean pool, cut back lawn, which is a foot long. Again, green. My battle with green shit. Spray roof. Fold laundry. Clean bedroom. Scrub her brother's asshole today. That's part of it. So now, I don't ever want you to get the idea that I sit around here and do nothing. Yesterday, I had a whole list of things I had to do. Once I got done with this podcast, I had to take Diana's brother to a doctor's appointment. We met with him. He had his physical. Everything. His blood pressure is a little off. We were a little concerned about the blood pressure. A little bit high. And have to keep an eye on that. I've got a blood pressure cuff here. I know how to take his BP. Got to keep an eye on that. And then, there was just a lot going on. Ended up getting the run workout in and the weightlifting in. And so it just didn't happen. Today, though, is the day. A lot going on here to get ready. I'm actually concerned that I won't be able to get this shit done. And then she's banging on my door, Diana, saying, look, we need that mulch delivered. I want that mulch down. I want to be able to put the mulch down this weekend. I need that mulch delivered from your pal Matt Hubbard, the scum mulch peddler who will not market anything on this show because he's a dumb shit. I need specifics, Hubbard. You said you just can't. I go, why can't you put Best Bark and Stone on the podcast? I just can't. Well, I need a reason why. Is it your wife? Does your wife hate the show? Are you MAGA? Is that it? Because everybody knows I make fun of MAGA scum. Is it because I say poo-poo caca all the time? All of these are stupid reasons to not market your dumb shithead business. Freaking bark peddler, stone peddler in West Michigan. All of this me bitching at you is marketing, by the way. So I am sick and tired with your bullshit response. You should be on this show. And there's no other way than to go about saying it other than just to yell at you about it. So quit being an asshole and give me your fucking money. Otherwise, no one spent any money at Best Bark and Stone in beautiful Hudsonville, Michigan. I think it's in Hudsonville. Yeah, I know you got your stupid 10 different colors of mulch. But I need specifics. I just want to know why. Why won't you spend any money with your old pal Eric Zane, yet you listen, you support me on the Patreon? What is wrong with you? So housework before Pooh Bear gets home. For the audience on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, I'm about to say goodbye to you. Just know that every day at this time, 8 a.m., I start this show. If you want to get it uninterrupted, live as it happens, download the Twitch app or go online to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. You'll find it. Once you get it, hit follow. You'll know when I go live. If you really want to help out your old pal Eric Zane, sign up for the subscription service with Twitch Prime. You can get that for free from your desktop or laptop by signing up. Link up your Amazon Prime account. Otherwise, it's $5. You can still watch it for free, but there's ads in the middle of the show. If you want it without any interruption, live, you got to sign up for Twitch Prime. All right. So I'm going to say goodbye to you now. You guys always download the show wherever you download podcasts for free, anytime, anywhere. Eric Zane Show. Goodbye.